There's two reasons. The first one would have been the investment opportunity. We've seen a lot of growth towards this side in the Western Cape. And being 40 minutes away from Cape Town, it's an easy drive without a lot of traffic in the morning. So that was the first purpose. And the second one would be the fact that we wanted the country lifestyle. In the city, urban areas in Belvedere, where we are from, we wanted something where it feels modern. It's a lot of space, but still close to the city, where you get more of that feeling. And one thing we were one night evening we were here, and we looked across the horizon to West Kloof, and yeah, you get the feeling of city, but also country at the same time. And that was the main reason why we made the decision to invest in a property here.
I think for John Ray, the first pulling factor was definitely the golf course, because he's an avid golfer. Not just that, but we specifically tried to be in the phase where we actually could see the golf course, whereas we could sit on the stoop, have a glass of wine, and basically have your own perfectly manicured lawn in front of your house 24/7. So that was one of the main drawing points for us. But then also just, I've heard a lot about the community, and that especially in Malmesbury, because it's so small, you get that great community, you make great friends, and yeah, it's definitely a big thing for us now that we're starting our new life and our new family. It's one of the big factors for us.
I would also like to add also the municipality, which is one of the greatest in the country. So the experience we had with them was awesome. Yeah. And if you take into account the Western Cape, since King David has fallen away as a golf course, this is the first golf course that's actually been added in the past 20 years. So it's also, in terms of a golfing world perspective, it just gives that new golf course feeling, which, well, for me especially, was one of the most exciting points. Yeah, so one of my goals is to play the top 100 in South Africa, so I hope that the Malmesbury Golf Club will feature in that bracket soon. The new 9, or I know the layout will change, is already a great challenge. It's narrow, it gives you that open feeling, but also a links vibe in terms of the elevation changes. So I think it's going to be a great challenge. It's something different than our Parklands courses that we usually have in it's called the Cape Town area.
Yes, awesome, and the people are so nice. We've already had big chats with them and started talking about how we'll be going around for drinks, maybe evenings if we don't have much to do at home. So no, we can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
I mean, you will soon see the view. It hits you immediately. I actually cannot explain it without showing it in that regard. But as soon as you come in here, there was definitely thought behind the process of how the layout was designed, and also with future phases. I know there's an eco estate also coming pretty soon. It's built with taking the environment more into account, so it fits in rather than the other way around.
I think in terms of purchasing process, that's a bit more your area of expertise or your area of involvement. But in terms of building and designing specifically, I think that was great. It wasn't too bad. I also do think that we have a certain style of living that we love, and what we are allowed to put up with in Mount Royal fits perfectly within that picture. So it wasn't too much of a challenge, we didn't have too many hiccups. Obviously, being in an estate, there are a few certain things that need to remain within the guidelines, but it wasn't too much of a hassle to adapt to that and incorporate it into the style. I think it went pretty seamlessly. It wasn't a difficult process.
No, not at all. And I agree fully with Josie, and also the process of purchasing and the transfer was so easy. For me, the most important thing is communication. Any process can have delays or problems, but if you communicate it, expectations was always met. And that was the fundamental part for me, is we always had great communication in that regard. And whenever we had questions, I mean, within a day there was answers, and yeah, for me it was a great process.
Yes, I think Jean-Andre is trying to sell maybe all 5 or 6 plots around us to our family and friends, and I think that says enough about what we think the potential of the estate is.
But also we've seen a few, so I've been here to a few golf guys, and there's the golf days, and there's already a lot of young people in the estate. That's the main part. And even friends of friends that we didn't even realize already stayed here will be joining us in the estate either soon or is already living here. So I think it's already a youth community growing, and I can only see it going forward.